Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is me again, Insane Gorilla, and welcome back to my channel. This is What If Deku Was a Fallen? Part 1 really. If you like it, I'll do some more. And, well, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll definitely do some more. But I have to quickly say, in the description below, I will ask you what do you want to see next. This is just part 1. It could just be the only part of my redo of the Fallen What If. But in the description below, I will have what different faction you want me to do. Do you want me to do the Vex, the Cabal, the Hive, or the Guardians? Let me know what you want me to do down below in the comments, and I will do them. I'll also put up a poll what you want me to do as well. So please let me know. This will help me do a lot more along the way in my channel. And I also apologise for not doing as much in the whole YouTube thing. I have been working with not my grandfather, sorry, because he's no longer around, with my uncle, so I have been working a lot more, and work's sort of gotten on top of me at the minute. So I'm only going to be able to do videos once I actually have enough time to actually do them. I do apologise. So yeah, whole spiel out the way, I do apologise. So let's get on with the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. So let's start this video off with a big group of fallen civilians running this way. X3, because it's 3 times some fallen says it. The fallen civilians continue running. Well, continue to run. Sorry, I'm reading off of a script. As one other fallen civilian in this group of civilians would ask, "Where is the Keles? We need her guidance." One of the others would comment afterwards, "I don't know where she is, Inko. She wasn't on the front lines. It's possible that someone from this house that is attacking us now has gotten to her and she is delayed. I do not know." Bang! Splat. One fallen would fall down, dead. One civilian would say, "Well, holy great machine, they're killing us all." While everyone else kept on running, some more fallen ran in front of them. But the civilians kept on running past, as one of them would shout, "Quickly, protect us! They're right behind us!" As these fallen soldiers would run down the alleyway and start firing with black, 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 black. I'm not making fallen noises, okay? As the civilians would be running, continue to run even, trying to get to somewhere, to safety, to find somewhere to live and hide so they don't get shot. As one soldier would say as he's running past, "Go! Keep going! We'll cover you." As one civilian would then get clipped in the side, which, stumbling down to the ground, the civilian will turn to see a different fallen house member standing over them, only for the civilian to hear, "Stay down!" Pow pow. This fallen would be shot and killed. As this fallen run up and slide down next to this, of the Fallen. Inko, you okay? Hisashi, I'm good. That's good. How's little one? As Inko would hold up, well, the little one in her arms. Perfectly safe. Good. Get to the evac point now. I'll hold them off. Hisashi, go and find Arkelis. She may need her guards next to her. I've got 3 squads already onto her location, Inko. It shouldn't take them long to get to her. I'll hold you to that, Hisashi. I'll hold you to that. So Hisashi would run off with the rest of his boys. As he would come running into the alleyway, as he would see, well, the first group in front of him, basically giving him the all clear. All clear, sir. Good. As he'd walk up to one of them. McCullers, sir. Take you and 2 other squads with you and go and find the killers. But sir, our front lines are going to need us. Don't worry about that. My boys and I will go there ourselves. Icarus, sir. Go with McCullers. Sir. Alright boys, let's go. McCullers, go. Yes sir. Alright, let's go. Captain Hisashi, sir. What is it? Found out what house is attacking us, sir. What house? House Viper. Shit. That's not good. Sir, what do we do? I don't know. Viper is known for its viciousness to us smaller houses. Have you got any words on our allies? Allies? Sir, we've only got one ally coming. Well, it's the only ally we have. Where are they? They're delayed. Apparently House Viper knew that they were coming. Then we must have a spy in our own ranks. I wouldn't be surprised. Where's Talon? Talon's dead, sir. Sunkast. Alright. Matil. Matil's gone, sir. Where? She went on a scouting run to scout the enemy. She never returned. Did anybody go with her? Yeah, several other people, sir. All we found were their corpses a few miles out. Matil? She was ripped to pieces. That's not good. Alright. Everyone, we're moving to the front lines. I don't care how long it takes. We'll wipe out any House Viper thug in our way. Let's go. As all of them would run, shooting any House Viper fallen house member that they see. As they'll be running. House Viper are everywhere. They're breaking our lines. So they'll continue marching, shooting, pow, 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 grr, pow, 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 pow. Sniper rounds, shock grenades, shock pistols, shock rifles, scatterguns, scorch cannons. All that was being fired off in this battle. And this was just going towards the front line. House Viper's going to level this place. I knew we shouldn't have set up shop in this city. Ketch must have given us away. How many catches do we have again? 500? Why? Just wondering, sir. They'd all continue running, as House Viper soldiers would jump down in front. So, House Ghosts on its last legs. Weaklings. We're not weak. Unlike you, we'll fight to our last breath to defend everything we have. Kill 'em! So a firefight would happen in another alleyway, as House Viper thugs would die. Hisashi losing one of his own. Gah! Damn it! Another good one down. Captain, Should we go to the roof? Nah, we'll just get shot to ribbons. Let's go. Move, move, move! So they'd all run, continuously going down these alleyways, just to try and avoid most of the fighting. Of course, they get roped into a few firefights with a few holdouts. Several dregs of the House of Ghosts would be firing at a few vandals from House Viper. One Viper vandal would go down. Good shot! Thanks. As this female dreg would get shot and killed. No! Shit! So this other dreg would pick up her pistol and start, well, dual wielding. As Sasashi would jump down with his group and lay down the heat, killing the rest of House Viper's vandals that were there. Dreg, you good? I'm good, Captain Sasashi. But the rest of my squad is dead. My captain is dead, along with the vandals. There's only me and her left, but she's now dead. Head back to the evac point. Yes, sir. Be aware, this image is going to pop up a few more times. So Sashi would continue running with his men through the rest of this battlefield. Holy hell, Captain! Look! This would overlook a small, well, large line of gunfire. From buildings to buildings, to street, there would be blue streaks and red streaks from scorched cannons going all over the place. It's like the battle for Reese again, from the whirlwind. Still can't believe we still remember that from our stories that we were all told when we were children. Aye. Yes, the rest of them would just go. They wouldn't stop. They would go. Come on, people. Let's get down there and get the rest of our people some hands. So they'll start running through the entire battlefield. Shock rifles firing, along with Hisashi's scattergun. But he does change it out for 2 shock pistols when he has to get a little bit further range. They would all take cover in different places, firing and trying to help out any other squad that they could see. Captain Hisashi! As one would and another captain would slide down next to him. You good? I'm good, Ralph. You? Big better. My squad's pinned down. I can't get to them. Give me a hand. Where are they? 2 meters north. Or 2 meters east from here. 2 meters? Yeah, but the fire's thick. Can't get too close to them. I only just barely made it to you. Squad! Give Ralph here some cover so we can get to his squad. Copy that, Captain. So all of them would stand and deliver some fire as Ralph would make his way to his squad. As Ralph would get there, as he would just scream over to Hisashi, Thanks! Squad! Get your asses together! And Hisashi would push with his own, well, squad of sorts, as he'd continuously let loose shot after shot after shot from his, well, scatter rifle, cutting down several more House Viper members. Excellent! You Vandal! Where's the rest of your team? Don't know, we got scattered. I'm only putting up with several more dregs here. Come on, you two. Come on, you 4. We're not even part of the same team. Don't care. Come on. I'm rendezvousing with this captain. So they would rendezvous with Sashi and move up with him. As Ralph and his group would come up with him too. Sector secured. As it all get into different firing positions and continues to fire down at House, well, Viper. Let's get into a building. As all of them would charge into one, seeing House Viper members inside. Firefight in the hallways would continue, clearing one, well, building out entirely. And that's the building looking like a slightly enlarged L. Clear! 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 All floors clear for now, Captain. Right, we hold here. Any other squads out there that you can see? Several more of our people, Captain. Looks like they've got the same idea you had. They're all setting up in different buildings, trying to kill as many as House Viper members as they possibly can. Right. Alright. Ralph. What's the status on your group? Both of my Vandals are dead. 2 of my Dregs are dead. There's only me and the other 3 Dregs left. Shit. That's not good. I only lost 1 of my own Vandals. The rest of my boys are alive. And girls, sorry. Don't mention it. Hang on. Kellis, this is Sasashi. Kellis, this is Sasashi. Are you there? Fuck. Captain Hasashi, I suggest we retreat. We can't lose this whole area. Ralph, you and I both know this. Friendlies! 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 There's a large group of, well, House Ghost Fallen would charge into the building. Sorry, Captain Hasashi, it took us a while to get here. I thought I told you two to go and find the Kellis. We can't break through the lines behind us, sir. Evac point still secure. There's over 300 of our own forces there, but our lines here are collapsing. All right, can somebody tell our squads next to us in that building over there to start retreating? On it. Milan, cover me. You got it. So that Fallen would make its way over and recall back. Alright, they had the same suspicion we had too, as well. They're going to start falling back as soon as they see us leave. Alright. So, elsewhere, a Fallen would be standing on top of a collapsing building.
This is taking too long. Sir, our spy has found the Kellis of this pathetic house. Good. House Viper will not be denied today. Take our kill to her. Aye, Captain.
The Fallen would run off.
Soon this house will fall, and House Viper will just be as strong.
Yes. Well, there'll be more firefights happening, with several more Fallen dying. Back in the battlefield, Hasashi was starting to take off, as all the others would, well, basically take his cue to go, and they did. All of them would start falling back to the evacuation site. Alright, squad, with me! The rest of you, go! Aye, Captain, we're on you. Captain Hasashi. Ralph, good luck. Thank you, Ralph. Cover us as much as you can. This Hasashi would make his way to a command post. Now he knew where the Kellis would be. Kellis! Kellis! Come in! This is Hasashi. Are you there? Come in, damn it! Captain. I'm okay. I'm scared. Our Kellis is too tough for this. There's no way she'd be taken out like that. Through sneak attack or anything. So they'd all continue running, not knowing that there's another squad following them, until they'd find the, well, command post in flames. This place looks like it was hit hard, Captain.
You're not the only one who discovered that part. Stick together. We have to find our killers and leave. Mind if we help you, Captain? Who are you? We're from the same house. Captain Reaver, at your service. Oh, Captain Reaver. Why aren't you at the evacuation point? There's no way I would leave you, Captain, going on your own. Hang on a second. You're not a captain, you're a vandal. Why else do you think I called you Captain? My captain's dead. Much rather go with you, sir, than to rescue our Kellis. Before Hasashi could say anything, Hasashi, this is Reaver. Oh. No, yeah. Hasashi, this is Captain Reaver. Come in. Captain Reaver, this is Hasashi. Go. Ralph has made it here with the rest of our forces. Where the hell are you? Looking for the Kellis. Fine. There's another squad that's gone. Yeah, they're here with us. The captain's dead, so it's just a vandal in charge. Got it. Just make it back here quick. There's no way we'll be able to hold out. Our allies on their way. They've finally just broken through the blockade that was holding them off. They'll be here in 20 minutes. You have that long to find the Kellis. If you can't find her, return immediately. Do I make myself clear? Yes, Baron. You make yourself damn good clear. Good. Good luck, Hasashi. Captain Reaver, out. Alright, boys and girls. You heard him. Let's find our Kellis. So they'll all run into the buildings to try and find their Kel. It took a while, but they found her. Captain Hasashi, found her! Repeat, found her! Hasashi would arrive. Good. But we've only got 5 more minutes until they turn up. Kellis, are you good? No. Hasashi, he's here. Who's here? Victor. Oh no. Why is he here now? Have one good guess. I got you, Kellis. I got you. Glad someone does. As all of them would turn. Victor. So, the insignificant whelp has finally decided to rear his ugly head. You're not so special, Hasashi. You never were. After all our years, you still haven't learned your lesson. Unlike you, Victor. I don't look like I've been through the grinder. Ah. You always thought you were so clever. So right. But you couldn't be more than wrong. On so many levels. Victor. You and I both know that I'm stronger than you. You look like you're a baron now, but still as weak as ever. Still get other people to do your dirty work. It's not me that does the dirty work. As well, you know. Isn't that right, Michael? Of vipers. Thump! Hasashi would turn his head to see a massive fallen behind him. Shit! House Kel Viper! House Viper's Kel has decided to grace us with his presence. I've come for what is mine. I'll not give her to you. And you're gonna stop me, whelp. Kill them all! As more House Vipers would turn up. Hasashi would hold out for hours. Not hours really, but hold out for enough
as shells would hit the back lines of the House Vipers. But it wouldn't stop the Kell from Viper to charge. The Kelless for House of Ghosts would push Asashi away and attempt to bash the head in of House of Viper, only to get knocked out with an elbow to the face, and the rest of her men behind her to get killed. House Viper would be in retreat. Asashi would put up one hell of a fight, only for his head to be held and cracked into the ground, as this kill would stab him so many times with sharpened objects until he was driven off, but not before he took a prize. You are coming with me. This would disappear with the Kelless of House of Ghost. The several dozen soldiers, all bearing the signatures for a house, would run up to the dying form of Asashi, as a Baroness would walk up and kneel down. Rest, my friend. Your people are safe. As he'll choke out. Take my cloak to my mate. Who's your mate? I'll give it to them. Her name is Inko. She has a hatchling with her, strapped to her front. She'll also be hobbling on one leg, getting shot in the other leg. I'll find her. Thank you. Tell her I'm sorry. I couldn't get her back. As Asashi would die in her arms. You did well, young captain. You make an excellent Kell one day. You would have made an excellent Kell one day. Fall back. We're leaving. As the Baroness would leave. 1 minute. So, after that, the house would take them away and land in a cave far away after a while. The Baroness would jump out of her, skiff and see tons of civilians and a few dozen fallen from the House of, Ghosts. And she would walk up and find a fallen female hobbling with a hatchling strapped to her chest, as she would be whispering, "Where are you, Asashi? Where are you? Our hatchling needs you. Are you Inko, by any chance?" Yes, I am Inko. Where's Asashi? Where's my life partner? I'm sorry to say this, ma'am, but your husband is dead. Died at the hands of the Kell of the house that attacked you. She would pass Inko his cloak. He asked me to give you this, but he also asked me to tell you he's sorry. He couldn't get her back, whatever that meant. So she's lost to us all. Damn it. I'm sorry. As the Baroness would walk. But eventually there would be a thump, 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 echoing through the cave. all the fallen would raise their rifles, pistols, shock rifles, and sniper rifles, and scorch and scatter guns and scorch cannons. As a figure in all white armour would walk up, large and tall, a Kell. All the other soldiers will bow, saying, "Kell of House Snow." Phil Kerrix. Well, Phil Kell. That's VEL, KAL. Phil Kell. It's Phil Krill, or Kill. Kel. KAL. Krell. There we go. Would stand. "My friends, my former allies of my house, I welcome you to the House of Snow's territory. It is with great sorrow to report that your Kell is missing. I am so sorry for your loss. I, Vrelkel, will unfortunately have to take you into my house, for your protection only. If you wish to join us, please do not hesitate. But I must tell you that there are great sorrows and great woes ahead. I will not force you to change, for I shall not force you to do so. I am ashamed that my house couldn't get to you in time. I was hoping my house would, but with House Viper giving us all they could to delay us, I should have seen the signs earlier, but I didn't. I can't do anything to bring back your loved ones. I only hope that the great machine watches over their souls in the afterlife. If you wish to leave to find a new house, I will not stop you. I will only ask that you never divulge the location of our bases. I apologize. If you wish to join us, please do so. But if you do, you'll have to renounce your house's honors. I'll allow you all to think about it." As he would walk away. A few short days later, he would return to the same place, finding everyone in pure white armor. A simple tear would run down his armored cheek, as he would be in sorrow. In his own head, "I didn't want this. I didn't want them to choose my house over their own. Damn you, House Viper. You'll die by my hands after this." Years later, Velkrell would be walking down to his private chambers. Another stressful day. Another fortress annihilated. "More news? Huh? Child, what are you doing here?" As he kneel down. The little child sort of walking out of his, little hidey hole. As you know who it is by the palette tones of his colours. "What are you doing in the shadows, little ghost?" kicked out of class again.
Why? Why would they kick you out of class?
Bad example.
There's no such thing as a bad example.
Teachers said otherwise.
Fine. I'll deal with this myself.
Don't want to cause problems.
My child, for the great machine, you ain't causing problems. Your teachers are. No matter who you are, different house or not, they should be teaching, not kicking you out because of your colours. You're the only one of your house that kept your colours, even if you were just a baby at the time. Where's your mother?
Working? She barely has time for me anymore.
I see. Your mother's Inko, is she not?
Yes, Kel, sir.
Well then, why don't we go and see her and talk to her? Yes, he'll pick up the little fallen. What's your name, little one?
Deku, sir.
Well, Deku, I see a strong fallen in the making. You would do your former house proud of sneaking around.
You think so, sir?
I don't think, I know so. I know you do them proud this day.
Yes, he'd be walking with the house of shadow, well, the only shadow fallen still in his house. As he'd walk, everybody would bow to him, but some would give a sneering look towards the House of Ghosts, only representative.
Watch what you stare at, little one, little fallen one, little Elixni. Still house, even if you've forgotten what house it was. Kill. He should give up on that house's colours. It failed. It died. It died because we allowed it to die. Because we were weak and too slow to react. This boy honours his house by sticking to its colours. Something you seem to forget, as you used to be a part of that house.
Yes, he'll walk away with the child still in arms, only getting more glares.
What is my house doing to your former house members? This is disgraceful.
As he'd walk up towards where where the children were learning.
Ah, Keles! The Kel of snow. How may I help you? You kicked a child out of class.
He was making a bad example.
Really? I don't see a bad example from this child. The bad example I am seeing right now is you. What gave you the right of kicking a child out of class? I will have you killed next time. And someone far better will take over your place for teaching. Unless I must do it myself.
No, Kel. I meant no disrespect.
You disrespect me by assuming I don't know? How naive. Child, stay in class this time. But if somebody doesn't teach you properly, come to me immediately.
Yes, Kel, sir.
Good boy.
as he'd turn around after putting Deku down and walking away, keeping an eye over his shoulder, just in case. Now that is over with, let's continue with class with Chelsix, Kell of Kells. Quite some time later. You are all now dregs under my command. Welcome. Yes, dozens of dregs would stand, one sticking out from the rest, his house's colours cloaking into the background. If you weren't realising he's there, you wouldn't have seen him. For now, you are under my command. May you live long and prosper with your career choices. You will have your assignments in 4 days' time. Good luck, all of you. And may the great machine watch over us all. Dismissed. Yes, well, dozens of dregs would get up and walk away. The shadow bearer would also walk away too, hidden from sight, even from his own allies, as he'd be walking through the shadowy points of the House of Snow's base of operations. As he'd walk into a shooting range, as he'd pick up a scimitar, a simple Kagori blade, and a shock pistol. It would aim and fire. Quite a few shots that go wide. As someone would cough. Huh? Oh. Hey. Hi. Didn't see me there, did you? No, I didn't. Come on, Deku. Give me a little bit of respect. I do know where you are half the time. You may be wearing your former house's colours, but it doesn't mean I don't know where you are. Sorry. Timura. Yeah. Don't worry about me, Deku. So, what are you doing? Shooting my pistol? Why? Just wondering. Don't see your little cohorts near you. I wouldn't be expecting them to turn up anytime soon. Especially with me around. After all, we don't want to be seen with a worthless nobody. Can you believe that? Yes, Tamura would simply put both of his upper arms on his shoulders. You're not a worthless nobody, Deku. Nobody's seen your worth yet. Yeah, thanks. And who knows? That so-called invisibleness may attract a very important female one day. Stop trying to get me to go out with a female. You know it won't work between me and them. You never know, Deku. You never know. So what are you teaching me today, Tamura? Easy. That shock pistol doesn't seem to be doing you any good. Here, take the shock rifle. That's for vandals and up. I'm just a dreg. I have to be down in the dumps with low-grade weapons. Not really. If you specialise in rifles, you get given them. Just take it. Trust me, kiddo, I know you're damn well better with a rifle than you are with a shock pistol. You're just too specialised in rifles. Fine. Yes, Deku would put down the Kagori blade and the shock pistol. Doesn't mean that you can't put those. You have to put those down. Strap one to your leg, the other one to its proper place. Come on. I've taught you better than this. So Deku would put the Kagori blade in a sheath and the shock pistol on his right leg. Better. Better. Now, come on. Aim down sights. Deku wood and fire. Nice shot. Should really be giving you a sniper rifle. A clean kill every time. Well, I have you to thank for that one, sir. Sir? When did you start calling me that? When you started teaching me. Damn straight, kid. Got any E for today? No. Why not? A unwanted plague shouldn't get ether. Who said that to you this time? The same piece of shite that said it last time. Krillic, I think. Oh, pfft. Krillic's just an idiot. If Krillic says it again, send her to me. And I'll teach her a lesson. Don't bother. She doesn't listen. This door would open as 3 more individuals would walk in. And I'm telling you, Kirishima, it's not possible. Oh, come on. It's more than possible. Jiro. Kirishima. Huh? Oh. Hey, Deku. Hey, Deku, bro. How you doing? Fine. You too? Yeah. Same old, same old. Having arguments. Not really. I'd prefer the term loud debate. A loud debate. That's all. Loud debate my ass. Hey, I'm just saying. We could always give something else a different shot. Different shot? Kirishima, you do realize launching a stick of grenades just down a hole just to kill a rat? That's just gonna destroy half their complex. What kind of loud buffoonery is he on about this time? Killing a nest of rats with a shock grenade. Kirishima, you do realize it's gonna destroy a whole lot of things, right? Especially if it's a nest of rats I think you're talking about. Oh, come on, Midoriya bro. Deku bro. Don't take her side. I'm taking her side because I know damn well that an angry female is something you do not want, Kirishima. So, stand down. Oh, man. Thank you, Deku. You're welcome, Jiro. Are you two here for target practice? Yeah, we are. So they'll both take up different, well, shock pistols and start firing. Jiro seems good at sniper rifle duty. Yeah, I'm not that good. I only practice with a shock pistol a lot more often. Yeah, I prefer something beefier. Yeah, you always prefer something beefier. Whatever. I'll see what I can do. You got 4 days until you go on your first ever deployment. So, here. Let's start training. 1 minute. So you better start training. Yeah. So all 3 of them would still be training. Izuku, or Deku really, would still be using his shock rifle, shooting and nailing a few wooden targets. Alright, you 3, knock it off. 3 days have gone past. Tomorrow you're going out on your first deployment. I thought we still had 4 days. Change your plans. Just had a meeting with the Kell. One of our baronesses, who operates a salvaging operation in, well, a human city, needs backup. And guess who's the lucky sods that are going to give her some backup? You lot. Great. So, Shimura, Timura, what are we doing? Just simply going there. Go on, get to the skiffs. You're leaving in 20 minutes. So all of them would run, going to get to the skiffs as quick as possible, so they don't get left behind. So that is, well, Demora would just chuckle. Kids. So they'd get to the skiffs and they'd all jump aboard. They're not really told about their squads or what squads they're gonna be in. So they'd all take off, flying with tremendous speed towards their location. Elsewhere, the fallen Baroness herself, well, would walk towards the landing pad as she'd see several skiffs approach her base. Raise defences! Baroness! They're showing IFFs. Friendly tags. Stand by. Open the doors. Doors would open and all the skiffs would fly in. If you're wondering where they are, they're underground somewhere. There's a big enough hole for them to get into anyway. Yes, the skiffs would all hover. Not land, but hover. There's dozens of, well, dregs, a few dozen vandals and a few dozen captains would drop out. What are you all doing here? You called for backup, didn't you? No, I called for supplies, not backup. Sorry, Kel thought that you needed backup, so he sent us. This gun back door. Fine. I'll take your help. Instead, you should walk away. Tell your cohorts to make themselves useful. You should walk away with the rest of the Baron. Well, with the rest of the dregs, vandals, and captains scattering to go and do what must be done. But one captain decided he was going to push his luck with her and try to hit on her, only for him to get a broken arm and sent to the curve. Welp, if you try that again, I'll kill you. And she would walk away with a purposeful stride in her step, showing she's not in a good mood. Her people wisely back the fuck off, not wanting her wrath this day. As she would go back into her should go back into her little control point, not really caring what she did. And sorry if you hear that. And not really bothering to see if he's getting back up, knowing that he already is. She would walk into her command room and pull up a schematic of all that is around her, and around them as well. Yes. She would be in the rest of her room, that room, for a good few hours. Baroness, what? The captains are asking for your orders. Can't those idiots do anything themselves? Apparently not. Where are they? Main staging point. Think they're waiting for you. Said the Baroness would walk. And she'd finally see how much she actually had. Turns out it was 6 12 dregs, 6 vandals, and 3 captains. Less than what she thought she had. It must have been just a few dozen hundred drones or something like that. And she would walk down and, well, she would scoff at the captain that made a glancing touch towards her once. And she would step up. Fine. If you idiots are not going to pay attention, then I will not be missing you at all. Welcome to my base of operations. The Kerl himself has told me that I operate very well for base operations. So, I am your commander. You will obey me. You will obey my words and obey my rules. Rule 1. Don't, and I repeat, don't get in my way. Rule 2. Do not assume you are greater than me. And don't assume you're greater than anybody else here in this base. We'll all be able to put you down without a second's hesitation. Rule 4. Do not bring any attention to the House of Snow. That means you do not go out looking for a decent fight with any other house that is in this godforsaken city. Am I understood? As all of them just shout, "Hi, Baron." Or, "Yes, Baroness." Good. You should scan, picking out a few possible individuals that might be significant to keep an eye on. Her eyes would eventually also land on Izuku, or Deku really. This in her mind would spark a memory about an individual in dark armour and cloak firing against House Viper once when they met. So, there's a house ghost here. Why? I thought House Ghost was wiped out and absorbed into our number. I have to keep an eye on him. Or her. Depending on which. But meh. It's only a dreg, so it's possible he or she will die within the next couple of days. Alright. I should snap myself out of her of her thoughts, sorry. I'll be sending you up into teams. Team 1. Time skip to the end of the teams. And Team 29, you'll be going to the west. As well, just split off to go northwest. And you'll be good. Dismissed. It's an all walk. She would stay there for a while, just watching them all leave, just in case one of them had a question. And she would scan around again, not seeing anything of anybody staying. Good. No one has any more questions for me. Sorry about that. And she would walk away. And, well, she'd eventually bump into somebody while doing her own patrol. Watch where you're going. Sorry, Baroness. As the guy would walk past her. Wait. He should turn. The drake would stand there. That armour. I thought you were with your team. My team captain has decided not to leave just yet. Said he wants us to get used to the base layout first before we leave. Find anything that we can see to identify the base's entry point. I see. You're part of House Ghost, aren't you?
Used to be.
Used to be. Why? Why used to be?
My house is gone. Last I remember, my house was completely destroyed. I'm the only one who kept my house's colours, while everyone else seemed to have forsaken it. Understood. Tell your captain to get his ass moving. Like I said, I do not like failure. Very well, very well, Baroness. I'll tell him immediately. So, Deku would leave. The Baroness would watch his back with a critical eye. Not very social. But, hey. Deku would get to his captain. Captain, what do you want, bottom feeder? The Baroness wants us moving out now. Not an hour later. Her orders. Oh? And what gives a runt like you the, well, authority to boss me around? I'll only take orders directly from her herself, not some weak little shite that doesn't know his place. For starters, she's the one who asked me to tell you to get all of us moving. She doesn't like failures. Her words, not mine. Continue exploring until we go in the next hour. I'll be by the front gate, waiting, sir. As Deku would walk away, as he would just hear it. Useless bottom feeder. You die on your first deployment, I can feel it. Deku would make his way towards the front and stay there for a bit. Hey, Izuku! Kaminari. Jiro. You good, man? No. The captain hates me. Yeah, screw him, man. Well, at least we're on the same team. Really? Yeah, the captain wants us to leave now. Saying that you're already, well, not really wanting to go with us. Difficult. Don't worry, man. We know you won't leave us behind. Right, Jiro? Yeah, Kaminari, shut up. Come on, man. Get a smile on that face of yours. You got your old friends with you. Yippee. I feel so honored. Smart ass. Well. Looks like the runt has decided to stick with us. Now, buzz off, Captain. I told you where I was going. You say something, runt? Yeah, I called you a waste of time. As the captain would snarl, as he'd go up to hit him. I would think twice about that captain. As they'd see the Baroness walking up to them. Baroness, I was gonna teach this whelp some lessons. Oh, sure you were. I'm sure this little drake wasn't waiting here for a full hour. Nearly. It was barely 15 minutes. I know it was only 15 minutes. But by then, you were already telling your people that he was already a worthless nobody. Now, I shouldn't be getting involved with simple captain affairs, but even I could tell that he was already here, waiting for your ass to turn up. Don't bother denying. I know the truth when I see it, and when I hear it.
Consider this your first warning, Captain, because you're already starting to piss me off. You should turn around and walk. Good luck on your first patrol. As the captain would glare at Deku. One word, and I'll bury you. Yes, they would open the door and walk away. Deku just rolling his eyes and muttering underneath his breath, useless asshole. And, well, they'd start their patrol. So they'd be going from place to place. Going through their sectors with general ease. They'd stop at one point. Hold. Up ahead. You see that? As all of them would see some movement. Captain, it looks like I know House Viper. Should we go to the side? Yes, it'll be best. Means they'd all go into shadows. Not too long after they saw House Viper personnel walking through, generally searching for something or someone. They look like they're searching for someone, Captain. Shut your mouth, bottom feeder, before I kill you. Throw you out there for the wolves to kill. He's got a point, Captain. Shut your trap, dregs. Well, they would watch as House Viper walk away. And by the way, they're all speaking in Elixir, so yeah. I know Pharanex can actually, I believe it's Pharanex, House of Light Kel, I believe, as he would walk away. Well, all those House Viper members walk away. Coast is clear, Captain. It's bang, bang. Brr, bang, 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 bang. Is they would all look down one way, seeing House Viper House Viper shooting and dying, as they were getting ripped apart. What the hell? As they would see several shiny machines walking around. Last city members. It's the last city's patrol. Captain. Suggestion. We hide. They're just a bunch of tin cans. We can kill them, Captain. Agreed. As he looked directly at Deku. You will kill them yourself. The rest of us will go on ahead. Yes, Captain. Yes, the captain would snarl. And don't think about returning until they're dead. Yes, the captain would walk away. The other three dregs following. As Izuku would head off towards the... Well... He'll head off towards the frames. 1 minute. As I was saying, he would head off towards the frames, as it'd sneak up on one and disable it, dragging its malfunctioned corpse away, as one other frame would turn and raise its rifle and walk. Turning the corner, Izuku would stab it in the head to rip it to pieces. As he'd climb up the building to prevent getting spotted by the third. As he'd see its fellow frames destroyed as it scans the area. Detecting movement above, it would look, raise its rifle, fire, and die. As Deku would pull out his Kakuri blade from its head and put it back in its slot. As you'd hear, footsteps running up, and what sounds like a gun being cocked. As around the corner, a man, along with several dozen more, frames would run around. Freeze! Fucking fallen. You're under arrest for destroying private property of the last cities. Drop your gun now and come with us quietly. So, Deku would just say something in fallen in Elixir, something that the frames and this guy wouldn't be able to even remotely understand. I ain't gonna tell you again, Fallen. On your knees and put your hands behind your head. Cuff him. There's, two frames would walk up, rifles raised. When they get close, Zuko would slam onto the floor, slam onto the side, turn the body, as the frame would riddle his friend with bullets, and the human would, shoot several times, going bang, 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 considering he's got a revolver. As the frame would drop to the floor, Zuko's rifle would shoot off the other's head, or one of the other frame's heads, as he'd roll, avoiding more gunshots from the other two frames. As the man would walk behind him, as he'd still be firing his revolver, as he'd start, having to hear the click, 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 he would slide out the ammo casings in his revolver, tapping a few of the shells out, and they'd hear a pew, pew, and two more frames come crashing down. What the? He would quickly slide in more bullet casings into his revolver and begin firing away again. As more blue bolts would come over his head and around him. But the Fallen would also be ducking, dodging, and, weaving. Fucking Fallen, stand still and let me hit you! Mr. Fallen would screech something. As the man would retreat, the Fallen would come out, start firing back. As they'll both go behind cover, the man kneeling down and using his revolver, firing again and again, until he'd have to take cover to put some more ammo into his revolver itself. As he would pop around, as you'd hear more screeching, but this time off other Fallen. This one Fallen would raise his rifle up, looking around, as he would take careful aim, and just as he would aim, he would see several Fallen jump down from the roof, tackling this one, all wearing a different house colour. The hell? As he'd watch these Fallen kick him, and kick this one Fallen and beat him, kick, punch, and hit him with the rifles, only to watch this one Fallen dreg stab one in the leg, grab hold of the rifle that was about to be hitting him on the head again, as you'd watch it throw it to the side, a punch to the head there, the Kakuri blade they plunged deep into the other Fallen's knee, yanked out, Fallen would stumble over, what seemed to be the captain or a vandal would go in for a punch, only to have his arm slashed. He would scream and kick him straight in the face. The Fallen would be stunned as his rifle would shoot, smacking one of them in the face, killing him. After a while, he would come round and, well, to getting kicked and punched even more. The human would watch until he would finally pull out his pistol and shoot once. Sure, he may have been a fallen, or the fallen was beating another one, but that one just seemed to be so badly dazed he couldn't do anything. So watching one of his own other comrades get shot and killed, the captain would turn and fire his scattergun, making the man get behind cover. The fallen runs and was just about to kill the guy until crack, splash, and as the fallen would topple over to the side with several holes in the side of his head. The human would grab a piece of glass and have the glass show him what's on the opposite side, only to see the dreg slowly stand and stumble and walk away. The hell's that all about? As the dreg would stumble towards where his comrades were.
Huh, so you're still alive?
Yeah, Captain, I'm still alive. You look like shit, Deku. Where the hell have you been?
Human. Stealer. With those tin men. House Viper then jumped me. I lost consciousness a few times. I feel. While you're here now, we move.
Yes, Captain. As they continue moving, Kirishima actually putting Deku's arm over his shoulder. I got you, man. I got you.
Thanks, Kirishima. You're a brother to us all.
Damn right. And don't you ever forget it, man. So they'd continue moving. And one day later in their, little hidey holes, while on another patrol, they would get a call from the from the Baroness.
Baroness, what is your wish?
There's a problem. One of our outposts has gone quiet. I want you to go to that outpost and figure out what happened. If you found out what happened, tell them, if they're alive, to give me a call immediately to report in. If not, report in on what happened. Over and out.
Well, she's already hung up on us. She never told us where.
Suddenly, fallen captain to ring up again. What? Where's the outpost, Baroness? You didn't tell us. 2 hours away from your current location. Southeast. They should hang up again, rudely.
Difficult. Useless woman.
Yes, they'll start heading southeast, back the way they came. Making more turns here and there, they'll finally walk upon their outpost. As they would walk. And yes, guess where they are this time.
Alright, check for our house's flag. That's where our outpost should be.
So 3 to 4 minutes of searching at one building, they'll go over to another one. They said, see a body of House Viper.
Viper thugs. Scout the area. This must be our building.
So they'd run in. They said, see more and more bodies of Viper, but also of House Snow as well.
They must have charged the place. Everything's bad in here, Captain. Captain, this room is covered in blood. It looks like they captured a human too. But the human's gone. Any sign of ghoul activity in the area? Negative, sir. So they all continue securing this one building. As they get to the control room, by the great machine, as they'd see bodies everywhere. Bodies up on, well, on control panels, bodies on the floor, bodies on the main table, bodies slumped over the side, bodies in the windows, bodies in the ceiling. And one body looks like it was crucified to the wall. Animals. As Deku kneeled down next to one of the bodies of House Snow, rolling it over. It may have not been House of Snow. Look at this, Captain. What are you looking at, bottom feeder? A simple hole in the head. Not from House of Vipers. Looks like ghouls, sir. Same over here, Captain. Same here. Yeah, got the same in this one too. It's the same in this entire this side of the building, sir. Let's call the Baroness. So they call her and wait. As they get a garbled report. Well, garbled report. You're now. Do you hear me now? Baroness, we can now hear you. Good. Report. Easy. Everyone here is dead. Looks like the ghouls have been active in this area too. Are you sure? Positive. There are dead bodies with holes in them, the size of a simple pin. Ghouls have been in the area. House Viper had attacked this entire place. It was only a small outpost. It looks like the ghouls finished off the rest of our forces. Very well. I'll be sending more forces there to make a small base of operations. Only small. You did well. Anything else to discover? Not so far, Baroness. Quiet, Dreg. I'm the one speaking. I like to hear all circumstances, Captain. Go ahead, Dreg, you were saying? We don't know if the ghouls are in this area still, ma'am. Hell, I doubt this place is empty still. Over the street, maybe, in another building, there's possibly a sniper staring right at us. Surprised they haven't fired already. Very well. If you feel so strongly about it, I advise you to go ahead and scout it out. It's getting dark soon, so your armor will be able to stealthily go in with the darkness. I want you to go alone, though. I trust you can do it alone? I could try. Good. Baroness, out. Issued. Hang up. Come back dead. Or alive. It doesn't matter to me much, but I prefer it if you end up dead. What did I even do to you? You survived. That's what you did to me. You just hate the color, don't you? Your house was weak. Deserved to get destroyed. As the captain would walk away, Zuko would jump out the building and, well, leave. With Jiro and Kaminari. What is that captain's problem? Don't ask me, Jiro. I have no idea. So with Izuku, he would be walking and walking and walking as darkness rolls in. He'd be making his way through this whole area on his way to a 3-story building with no roof, so it must have been a lot bigger than it showed on the outside, considering of all the rubble next to it. So he'd climb up the building slowly and carefully, and when he got up a few meters you'd hear voices. Target, looks like there's a group of fallen in the building. Good. We picked the best spot to kill them. Find the captain. I've seen the captain several times. Looks like they're talking to a baron. A baroness by the looks of her. Useless things. Enough but animals. You got a good sight on the captain? No, he's behind a wall or two. I can't see him. Alright. Hang on a minute. Gotta report in. This Deku would listen in as you'd hear somebody typing and pressing an enter key of sorts. Captain Aizawa, sir. Report. Your findings, soldier. Looks like you were right. A group of fallen have moved in. Very well. Found a captain yet? Captain was in our sight not too long ago. But there was something strange in there, sir. Meaning? You know that thing you told us about? That fallen with dark armor? Yeah, I remember telling you about that. What do you see, soldier? Did you see him? Yes, sir. He was with that group. Looks like he might be a mercenary working with them. For a drag, that is. A mercenary drag? Huh. Guess he's not treated too well. No, sir. By the looks of it, his captain absolutely hates him. He may be working with them, or hell, he might be a part of the same house. Just with different color scheme. Could be. Alright. If you see him again, take him out. I spared him the first time because he was getting beaten from his own kind. But kill him when you get the chance to. We saw him earlier, sir, but he jumped out of the window. And I think he committed suicide. I doubt it. Fallen or crafty. Keep your eye out there, Reaper 1. Copy that. And Reaper 2? Sir? Be careful, okay? Sir. I'll be careful. Good. I don't want to tell your wife that you got too lazy. She'd say I'm lazy anyway, sir. So after that, Zuko would sneak past them. As you'd hear someone else talking. Hey man, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Just working on this. Heard that there's fallen over the next building. Want to kill him? Nah, I need my fire team for that. Light Stealer. Yes, the door would slightly be ajar as he'd look, as one of his eyes would look in. As he'd see, a levered boot on a table. Can't be too bad. Anyway, I need the rest of my fire team. You? I'm not a guardian, sir. I'm just a regular foot soldier. Don't worry, nerdy. You'll be able to do your job well. So Zuko would sneak off. As you just hear, Guardian, I just detected a fallen presence nearby. Huh? Ghost, why didn't you tell me? I didn't know, sir. I didn't know, Guardian. So Zuko would run. What the? Fallen! This door would bust open. Hey! You! Stop right there!
as the Fallen would kick open the door. What the? As time would slow down for Izuku, or Deku, as he'd see them all turn around. Deku would pull out his rifle as he'd run in, and pew, pew, pew. Think of the slow motion from Call of Duty as you fire a shot. But of course it goes rapidly, but everything had slowed down to a crawl. As, well, blood would splatter on the walls and stuff like that, as both of them would fall to the ground. A single shot in between the eyes, as it spin as the light stealer would turn the corner with a shotgun, cocking it, and was about to fire, as several rounds would end up going into the ghoul's body from Izuku's rifle. Round after round would enter the ghoul as he'd hit the wall with rounds still going into him, as his whole body would drop to the ground and hit the floor. The last one would get around the corner and fire a submachine pistol, 3 rounds hitting Izuku, 1 in the side, 1 in the arm, and 1 just above the heart, not nicking it but missing it entirely, as 1 round would head into the guy's, well, chest, the round pushing him back, making him hit the wall and slide down it, blood smearing down the wall where his corpse slides. Deku would jump out of the window, destroying everything else in the process, and making it back to his comrades, who end up running away after hearing that there's a ghoul in the area. Time later, they would start returning, as everybody would see, well, that the House of Ghosts' single member would be hobbling, with what seemed to be wounds, 1 in his gut, 1 in his arm, and 1 just above his heart. Again, missing all the vital organs, while the captain seemed pissed. The Baroness would walk out after hearing a lot of chatter about having a medical team for a dreg. Curiously, she would look out of her office, or her control room, as she would see the group return. "Did you kill the ghoul? Final death?" As the dreg would shake his head. "Got spooked and ran. I'll punish you later for not doing it." "Yeah, your punishment. Kill me. Because I didn't have the nerve to die when you asked me to die. I'm not stupid. Get a medical team on him immediately." There would be several medical teams. Well, a medical team to get any shrapnel out of his, well, injuries. As the captain would sneer. "Captain, my office, now." So while Deku was in the infirmary getting himself looked at, the captain would walk up to his Baroness. "Baroness, save your tongue, Captain. I want to know what happened out there." "It's all that bottom feeder's fault that he got caught." "The bottom feeder? Or yours?" "Bottom feeder." "Captain, I'll pretend that you're not so hostile and not so stupid to blame a simple dreg for your mistake. Baroness, Captain, I personally can see what you think of the Dreg. Just because he doesn't wear our colours doesn't mean he's not any more part of this house. He chooses to honour his own house, the house he came from before this. And trust me, Captain, I can see it in his eyes. He is more of an Elixir than you. We may be fallen now, fallen from grace of our own homeworld of Reese, but he is still a member of our race. Quit acting arrogant, and quit acting as if you own him, when you do not. Do I make myself clear, Captain? Yes, you do, Baroness. Good. Now, I believe you have something to report, do you not? As the captain would report everything that he had seen. A few days later, Deku would be released from the infirmary and dragged up to the Baroness's little operations room, or her command center in the base. Report to Dreg. I want to hear everything about the ghouls and their operations in this sector. From what I could learn, Baroness, that there was only one ghoul. I have a feeling it was that ghoul that killed everybody in the base. But there were several dozen 3 humans with him. 3 normal ones. Interesting. They dead? Yes, but I couldn't find or kill the ghoul. Very well. So how do you feel about killing them? Feel proud of yourself? Hated it. There's hope for you yet, rookie. There's hope for you yet. What do you think of your captain? Arrogant. Cowardly. Inefficient. Liability. Really? I've worked with that captain for a while, and you say he's a liability. He hates me because I wear my house's colours. I see. I have a job for you. That is? Go back to that place and lure some humans in. I want one human, particularly an officer. Now go. In 3 days' time, allow your wounds to heal. Yes, mistress. Suzuki would leave. 4 days later, he would go out to the old location where the scouts were killed with that one ghoul. Going back into the same building, he would see that the place is still as dead as it was when they first walked in. As he would walk up to the, next best area, he'd get up to the same level where the command center for this small outpost was. And due to it being dark, he could walk in with 0 problems. Nobody would question him because there was nobody there. As he would walk up to the window and look over towards the building where he found the ghouls and found the ghoul and his 4 well, his three other compatriots. As he would look through binoculars that he had, as he would grit his teeth. They're not there. So he would sigh as he would look towards different buildings. For only did he realise somebody was there when he heard a simple cocking of a gun, and a gun being placed next to his head. "Hello, mysterious one." As Deku was speaking in Elixir, the words being, "The hell? How the hell did you get behind me? Sneaky human. Now I'll pretend I do know what you're saying. You're outmatched here. I doubt you can dodge a bullet close range, like this." Again in Elixir. "You think I'm scared of you, human. Now, I don't know what you're saying, because I don't speak Fallen, but you killed three very good men of mine. My best friends, in fact. Now, I'm definitely going to be out for a little bit of payback. Now, I hope you don't have anyone back home, because one of them sure did. Believe it or not, he was a few days away from retirement, because his wife was pregnant with their first child. He had a lot to live for, and you took that all away from him. I know it's a dog-eat-dog world out here nowadays, but I'd still like to have seen him raise his own family. And now he doesn't get a chance to. All thanks to you. Now, if it wasn't for Guardian Bakugo, whose ghost brought him back soon after you left, I wouldn't know you would have come straight back here. Now, I'm going to pull this trigger and you're going to stand right there." As Deku would speak. Again in Elixir. "Your name, your ghouls, you pretentious fool. And you're exactly who I want. Shut up, Fallen. Now die. Allow my revenge for my friends to come true." And only for Deku to turn around and punch him. Throwing his gun to the floor, he'll jump on, Aizawa, and smash his hand to the floor, making him yell out in pain. When he goes to try and grab the pistol again, his other hand gets grabbed as he'll get tossed into one of the machines, smashing them and falling to the ground. He'd get up, jump, and punch the fallen dreg in the face. Unfortunately, also allowing the dreg to kick his gun further away. Damn you! So, he would end up punching the dreg twice in the chest and once in the face. Well, once doing an uppercut, making the dreg fall onto the table. So Aizawa would grab him and slam his head into the table. "This is for Mickey." As he would slam his head again into the table. "That's for James." "This is for Jacob." As the third head slam would be on the table again, knocking out a few of his teeth. "And this is for Jacob's unborn child." As he'd go for a final punch to knock him out, only for the dreg to grab hold of his fist, pick him up, and then full Nelson him on his knee, making Aizawa cry out in absolute agony. As this dreg would then grab him, throwing him into the wall, charging and breaking through that wall, their bodies hitting the floor. As Azuki would start wailing on his face, punch after punch after punch. Aizawa just going, Get off of me! One punch to the face on the fallen, forcing him to stumble backwards. Ugh. Aizawa would then run up to him and jump and lean his body sideways. If you don't know what that was a jump kick or a drop kick, throwing Izuku back through the wall and into the table again. Okay, that actually hurt. Oh, I think I hit a brick. Aizawa would then run in and basically throw his foot out, kicking the fallen in the face, sending him to the floor. As this fallen would shake his head until Aizawa would grab him in a headlock, trying to choke him out, or trying to basically snap his neck. Come on, you little fucker! You're dying today. As Deku would basically struggle, as he'd start grabbing hold of Aizawa's arm and starting to pull his arm away. No, you don't. I ain't letting you get away, you little fucker. Until he'd get headbutted, well, right in the nostrils, making his nose go crack, which makes Aizawa let go as he has to hold his nose. Shit! As he'd go for a punch, Deku would punch him in the face. Shit! I'm losing this fight. As then he'd cough out a load of spit and spittle, as a fist would be in his gut. Shit! I'm not losing today. As this drag would just full on turn and heel kick him in the face. No fair. As the drag would breathe. Damn humans. 1 minute. There we go. So, Deku would grab hold of the unconscious form of Aizawa and begin dragging him off. As he'd hear a voice come through. Hey, Aizawa, you there? Did you find him? Aizawa, come in. Did you find him? Respond. Aizawa! Back at base. What the? Where am I? The door would open, revealing, once again, Deku. You! As Deku would look at him, as he'd say in a listening, good, you're awake, finally. Let me go, you monster. So I can finish what I started. As there'd be another fallen walking in. Oh, goody. Talk about bring a friend into a fist fight. As they're both talking in Elixni. Until, the fallen would step forth. As he would look at this fallen, see that it's female. Female baroness. My scouts were right. So there is a baroness in charge of a base of operations, huh? Yes, this baroness would snarl. How many forces do you have in this sector? I'm not telling you shit. I don't know what you're saying anyway. You should punch him in the face. That all you got? You should punch him again. As you continue taunting, as this baroness would grab him by the throat and put him over the side of wherever they are. As Aizawa would see the sky and then tilt his head one way to see that he's virtually gonna die if he doesn't answer her. Oh, really? A threat? I didn't think your fallen were so keen on jokes. Then she'd bring him in and throw him into the, well, wall. Ah, shit. He'd get grabbed and thrown back into the chair. Be aware, he can't move due to his arms and legs being tied. He'll notice that the dark armoured one would grab the Baroness's arm. The Baroness would look at him, only for the Drake to shake his head and speak in Elixir. If you do this, Baroness, you'll kill him, and we won't get the information we need. It's best if we keep him alive. As the Baroness would growl. And I've actually got to go, so yeah. Anywho, sorry about that. So, as I was saying, after the Baroness would growl, and what do you think we should do? We need the information this human has. Unless you have a different approach to getting the information we need. As the Drake would back off. That's what I thought. Go and fetch me some tools. Preferably something with a shock. As the Drake would leave. A few hours later he would return to a battered and bruised, Aizawa. As the Baroness would snarl. What took you so long to get here? The captain decided he was going to be an ass and take everything that you needed. I told him I was working with you on this prisoner. He didn't really want to know, saying that a bottom feeder doesn't deserve to even waste his breath with orders. He should crawl up and die somewhere. Captain's a liability, like I said. Just give me the damn jump cables, as the humans would call it. Yes, she'd walk up to Aizawa and, attach both, jump cables to a body part, aka his fingers. Yes, she'd walk over to a generator of sorts. And she would speak, this time in a word that the human would understand. Pain. For not telling. Information. You should pull a lever, turning on the generator, as a shock would go through Aizawa's body. As he would scream in absolute agony. As Deku would look away, seeing such a brutal, method of torture. But eventually he would look at the Baroness, who would have stopped the generator from running, as he would see the fingers of the human blackened like ink. As he would cough. I'll not tell you anything. As the generator would be turned on again, as he'd scream in absolute agony once more. Izuku would step outside, not wanting to see the act. Aizawa would see this and think while screaming in his head. So the guy would shoot shoot all four last city members, one a guardian, and looked like he had glee from doing it, but torture's too much for him. He'd snap himself back together once the pain would screech its way through his body again. Is all that the base would hear. After a few more days, Deku would walk back into the interrogation block with the Baroness punching the human twice. Ah! Baroness! What? Enough. If you continue this, the human will die in the next few days. I may not be a medical member, but even I would know you're putting too much strain on this person's body. See if you can get any information out of him then. As the Baroness would leave, as Deku would pull up a chair, spin it round, and sit, facing the human. So what are you gonna do now, huh? You're gonna kill me now? Now that you can't get any information out of me? You've been torturing me for days, weeks, I don't know how long now. Well, Deku would cut his bindings. As Aizawa would move his fingers and curl his fingers into a fist, trying to get circulation back. What are you doing?
Freedom. Perhaps we trade. Information for information. A simple trade. I trade non-information for you. You trade non-information for me. Well, as I would think about it. Alright. Let's do it. So what do you want to know? Where would be safe place for us to move once you leave here entirely? This whole city is a active patrol route for Guardians.
And the blessed city's defense forces. We're trying to clean this place out to start setting up possible new structures for more citizens.
I see. But this place is too heavily contested by Vipers and House Snow forces.
Yes, there are several points of intrigue of us possible of House of Snow forces and House Viper. There is a super mall not too far away that we believe that House Viper is using for one of its many smaller bases of operations. Guardians have been assembled to take out the smaller bases first, before that one.
You said it was smaller base.
We believed so at first, but I believe that it may be a bigger base than we thought. Possibly better than anything else. It may be the main base of operations here in the city.
I see. Fascinating. I have a question. How big forces do you have?
Can't tell you that. We fluctuate every day.
Understood. Thank you for that information. I leave you to your rest. What about you? You promised information on your end. Non-essential. Non-essential. There are very few patrols going out due to House Viper. You do not attack us. We will not attack you. But we will attack House Viper. Only time will tell if your information is correct or not. So, the Drake would stand. Good evening. Sorry about that. So, Deku would leave as he would walk up to the Baroness, who was outside. You think that was a good idea, telling him? A simple trade of relatively small information. Not all of it was correct on my part, but neither was it on his. Training from Mother taught me that not everybody will tell you the truth face to face. So what you think? I am just a humble drake, doing my job for the House of Snow. I cannot influence your decisions. Only you can do that yourself, Baroness. I'm asking because you got more information out of him than I ever could. Perhaps torture was not the way. He was resilient enough to hold his tongue, but exhaustion made his lips loose, which allowed me to get relatively small, true data from his lips. There is a full fire team of ghouls in the area, possibly going to be taking out one of House Viper's strongholds. But if we can perhaps do that ourselves, a small outpost here or there, we may be able to have another base of operations to fall back to. But we also need a third primary fallback point, somewhere out of the city where no one can find us. And you believe these ghouls will not find us easily? Not unless they are willing to find us, Baroness. I take your point, and I'm surprised you haven't looked down from my eyes. Not many fallen Elixni can stomach looking at me in my eyes. I see someone who's willing to do whatever it also takes to defend her house. Very good. The correct answer I was seeking. Pardon? And she'd snap her fingers as a vandal would appear. Undock his arms. Baroness is undock his arms. So his arms would be undocked. Why undock my lower arms? Throughout my torturing sessions, I have also been keeping an eye on you. Don't take this the wrong way, but you intrigue me. You're different from these other whelps. You look at me as an equal, when everyone else has been cruel and non-effective. You have been effective, not cruel in the slightest, but you have also been effective. My intrigueness applies to you because you have caught my eye. Not my ire, but you have caught my fascination. It is not common that I actually feel as if there's a puzzle that needs to be sorted out in my own ranks. works. And you are a puzzle I need to figure out. Very well, Baroness, but we need to stick on topic here and now. Very well. What do you suggest we do, little dreg? Or should I say, vandal? This Deku would be taken aback by being called a vandal, but he would quickly get back into his persona of talking to a superior. The grovelly voice is kind of me just trying to make it sound like he's talking to the Baroness in Elixir, so yeah. As Deku would continue speaking, I think a small scouting party for one of those locations should suffice. But we should be cautious. There could be ghouls and Last City's patrols somewhere. I do not trust the human as far as I can throw him with that information, which is not very far. Very well. I want you to go out there on your own. Now, before you ask why you alone, you're the only one in jet black armor. The jet black armor can easily be to your advantage in this fight. I want you to scout out House Viper's locations, especially in that supermarket, and bring back the information I crave. As you wish, Baroness. Oh, and if any captain gives you any grief, tell them that you report straight to me. From now on. As you wish. So Deku would leave, the Baroness feeling pleased with herself. You should walk away, looking back at the human whose head is slumped. You should order someone to go and retie his bindings. Elsewhere, hang on a minute, I need to go and get another image. So, Deku would leave, going straight to the first location that he believed the fallen House of Vipers would be. And he would step, and he would find evidence a few days later that House Viper was in this location, crawling up to the roof, not making a sound, as he didn't want the House of Viper to see and hear him coming. He'd look down to see a fire. Around this fire was several vandals, all chatting amicably, while others were lazying around. From what he could already count, there was around about 6 dozen of them in there, alone, and another, 2 dozen on the outside, doing patrols around the building itself, as if it was the headquarters. This is gonna take some time to get around. So, he would continue as he'd see a female fallen from the House of Viper acting a little oddly, as she seemed to look from one place to the other, as if she was looking for something. Eventually she would make her way up to the roof itself. Deku would hide. She would step out from a busted down building. She would sigh. I swear I heard something up here. Could be my imagination, although working with these idiots is enough to make anybody paranoid.
They should walk towards the edge, sit down and pull out, well, something. He doesn't know, but he walks slowly behind her, trying not to make a noise, as you'd hear it. Come and kill. He would pause and get low to the ground to avoid being seen if it's what he thinks it is. This is to kill. Report, Agent. Agent 1 reporting. House Viper is definitely being what you think it's being. Very well. Anything else about that other house in the area? House Snow, believe it or not. So my nitwit of an old friend is in the area, hey? His house is, sir, yes. Very well. Can you find any of his subordinates? Not without luring the rest of the House of Viper on their location. But this place is not yet ripe for anybody's taking. The ghouls are also in the area. A large detachment of last city patrols have started rallying around a certain location to the east, an old warehouse called the Western District, or the Western District Warehouse, of logistics and all that. Understood. Could you sneak away from where you are now? Not really, not without anybody's assistance. I see. Keep me appraised, Agent. And please, do not do anything too risky. My old friend may be in the area, at least. But if you do find him, do not engage. After all, he is a kill. Understood. About that other information you wanted me to find. About the killers of the House of Ghosts? As Deku's eyes would widen as he would get closer to try and hear more. Yes, it's possible that the Kill of Vipers has her hostage somewhere. I'm trying to locate where. Take your time, Agent. Do not get yourself spotted. Do not be too aggressive in your information gathering, and try not to be as suspicious. I can tell you don't like being there. Well, half these damn ferric asses think that I am a perfect mate, and they've been trying to get underneath my armor, per se. I understand. It is up to you who you want to be with, who is your perfect mate and all that. Understood. Kill out. Yes, she'd hang up as well. I just wish I could find someone. It should have her mouth covered. Quiet. You say something and I'll plunge this Kagori blade into your heart. Now, come with me if you want to live. So she would get dragged into an alleyway far away from the location of the House Viper location. She would be thrown to the floor. What the hell's your problem? Who do you work for? Who's your kill? My kill is House Lion. House of Lion. Heard of them. Rather ruthless. Only to our enemies. Haven't seen your colours before. House Ghost. Weren't they wiped out? I thought House of Ghosts was all destroyed. Years ago. We were. I am the last. And when I die, my house will die, as a ghost should do. Now tell me, why were you trying to find the kill of Ghost, the killers of House Ghost? And where do you think she is? I do not know. but I believe she's being held hostage by the kill of vipers. Now get the Kagori out from between my chest cavity. I know you're not trying to kill me, truly. I've got too much information for you. Shh. Why? Vipers. As both of them quickly hide, as there'll be a squad going past them. Too close. Put the Kaguri blade back, but pull out his shock rifle. Now tell me the truth. Why are you here? Viper has been giving us grief of late. Not only just them, but another house as well. Possibly their ally, House of Bulls. They have red and blue colorings, with a bull symbol as their flag. Right. Well, I thank you for the information. As you vanish into the shadows. Wait! You didn't tell me who you worked for. Hello? Ah! Damn it! 1 minute. So Deku would return to the Baroness and report straight to her. After report. So you're saying that this House of Lions has an enemy as well, in the House of Vipers? Yes, madam. That's what I'm saying. Curious. How curious. I've never heard of this House of Lions before. You sure we can trust them? Not as sure as I think. But they do seem like they've got a bit of a gripe with House of Vipers. Very well. Here, drink up some more ether. We've got excess fill of ether from tanks tonight. Yes, Baroness. So Deku would walk out, the Baroness swiftly following him. Now that we're away from prying ears and eyes, what else did you see? There's something you're holding back. Yes. Something I did see. They have a scorpion tank. I'm just going to make that up, okay? And I'll try and find a tank that looks like a scorpion. So, yeah. In the next one I'll most probably have it. What can you tell me about the scorpion tank? From what I could tell, it has one rotary cannon up top and 2 melee claws. I have a feeling it's meant to be shock and awe, run at us while firing, and get into melee combat. I think a spider tank would not be able to cope with it. It may rip it to pieces, and we know how fragile those things can be. Very well. What else did you see? Some giant structure in the back. Maybe a ketch, or a fragment of an old ketch. Or it could be a structure that says something else. It could be where the main group of ghouls and the last city defense forces are setting up camp. But I could be wrong. Very well. Anything else to report? Yes, they've got several pikes that I believe we could take and use. The numbers? 24 patrolling units on the outside, 6 on the inside. It looks like there's a few barons in there too, because it looked like there are 2 baron units there, or it was just one baron with a huge crew. I don't know. Fascinating. Well, you did well to gather this much information. Well done. Thank you, Baroness. But I'm slightly more concerned now about the assault. Those pikes look like they could be useful to us, but it's just getting to them that would be the problem. I can most probably get one. But I'm gonna need a lot more stealth units to get there. And your colours, no offence, stick out. No offence taken. What do you say about a sabotage mission? To sabotage them. It's gonna be a while. I doubt I'll be able to sabotage anything. As I walk past several dozen other people, and soon they'll reach the wall. A wall of their defences around their base. As the Baroness would, well, fold her two lower arms, while her two upper arms would be holding a, well, sniper rifle. Or a rail rifle, sorry. They should use the scope to scan the area. I have a feeling deep inside my gut that we are gonna need more forces than we think down here. Have a feeling that we're gonna get attacked? More than likely. What about the prisoner? Mr. Baroness would look away. Baroness? The prisoner escaped where you were gone. Apparently he got enough strength to knock out my guards and run. Nobody found out where he went. Suzuka. Indeed. I need you in tip-top shape. Have some more ether here. Baroness, I've already had some more ether. I know, but you need to grow quickly. I decline. Just take it. Fine, just don't shove it into my face. As you drink it. Well, drink a little bit of it. And put it away. Why not drink all of it? Some now, some later, just in case I get denied. As you quickly take something out from his back pocket, a pair of binoculars that have been modified so he can see in the dark. We've got a problem. Meaning? There's a spy. Can you kill him? No, he's already fled. He's noticed I spotted him. He's fled. And you're not gonna like who it was from. Vipers. Indeed. So expect a full-on frontal assault in the next couple of days. Time skip. Screw the time skip. Sorry guys, I'm running out of ideas to put down for this one. So, yeah, how did you like this one video? Hope you like. Well, I hope you like it, because I did actually read off a bit of a script off of that one. And yeah, like, comment and subscribe really, because I actually really do want to know what you thought of me reading off of a bit of a script. So yeah, peace.